I just figured out my reality is I don't have that capacity at the moment. And so I have two things I need to do: either sit and pray for that miracle to happen, or two, start to work towards it. Hi guys, I'm Helena Mbutha. I run Wasabiz, which is a passion project I started just to encourage entrepreneurship among the youth, especially here in Kenya, and hopefully, say amen with me, hopefully it spread around the rest of the world. So yes, I started this last year, and welcome, as I say, to my channel. And today's topic comes from a question I got from one of my friends called Diana. So just allow me to read it. Where are you? Question, where are you? So yes, here's the question, and this is what Diana asked. There are a number of young guys that would like to start businesses, but they don't know what to venture into. So how did you figure out what to do? Could you please address this? Diana, first of all, thank you so much for that question. My very first video, if you haven't, please watch it, was a Q&A I did. I should have added, this is the question I get asked the most. So this video will just be giving direction towards that. I'll just put a disclaimer. I will not tell you exactly what kind of business to go into, because again, I have to admit that we're also different, but I'll give you 4 things that you can consider, which will make it easier for you. So the 4 things that I have written, or that I have come up with, that should be able to help you or make it very clear to you, should be: number 1, identifying the gap, identifying a gap in the market rather. Number 2, your experiences, your past experiences or present experiences. Number 3, your passion, talent or skill. And number 4, which is my most favorite, your reality. Number 4 will be the very last one in the video, so be sure to stay tuned till the end of the video. So our number 1 is identifying a gap in the market. By identifying a gap, it doesn't necessarily mean something that doesn't exist in the market. It could be something that already exists in the market, but the delivery is poor. Or it could be something that actually doesn't exist in the market. Or it could be you foresee the market heading towards this direction, but the market isn't well equipped for such things. So you decide, okay, a business opportunity can arise from this. Again, I think the other disclaimer I need to give, that there are people who are very good at identifying opportunities, but I encourage you, just be open-minded. Ask around if you need to ask around, and then you'll see that the gaps are actually so many that you can fill. I'll give an example where I bought my tripod. It's a page called CDI Gadgets. So where I can say this guy started a business based on a gap that was existing in the market. As we know, from 2018, there was an increased number of vloggers in the country, and even photographers, because I mean, nowadays we have smartphones and we can use our phones, but we didn't have enough equipment for that in the market. And so CDI Gadget comes in, and from them you can get a microphone, you can get a tripod, you can get, I mean, whatever equipment you need for you to shoot. So that was a gap that was existing in the market. Number 2, you could think that maybe the fashion industry is so flooded, but guys, there could be a gap. For example, think about the plus size market. You'll find many shops not selling clothes for plus size women, and there are reality, and there are many, and I love that today they actually really embrace their bodies. And so you'll find some people who start a business just to focus on that need, that probably I was a plus size and I struggled to find clothes, I struggled to find innerwear, and I'll start a market just for that. So it could be in any kind of thing. Those are just examples, and I hope they're going to guide you as you learn to identify gaps in the market. Number 2 is experiences. This could be, as I said, past or present experiences. And it could be like, oh, I'm such a young person, what experience do I have? Friend, I'm not talking experience in terms of academia and career, no. I'm talking experience even in terms of skill, or in terms of an area you are equipped, or in terms of maybe even an internship you did and there's some experience you have from it. You see young people using things that they did in the past, and the past doesn't have to be 10 years ago, because sometimes I feel like we take experiences as something that needed to have happened kitambo, and for such a long time for it to qualify as an experience. No, it could be every day for 3 months. This is what I used to do in my internship, and I actually learned a lot from it. Or it could be every day for 3 months I was working with an entrepreneur who did this, and equipped me to start my own thing, and so I am able to start. So you could reflect in your life, what experiences do I have in the present or in the past that can actually be I failed to start a business, or that I can actually use to start my own business. Let me tell you, if anyone ever comes to work for me, like I told you guys, I have a Buddha, and my Buddha guy now wants to buy a Buddha of his own. That's amazing. Like, to me, it's not those ones of, oh yeah, you're my Buddha guy, no, you shouldn't have a Buddha of your own. You go for it, because based on the experience you have working for me, you've seen how the business could be, and you know a lot now about it, that you're not equipped to start your own thing. So yeah, just think about it. What experiences do you have that you could actually turn to be a business? The third one is your passion, your skill, or your talent. I don't know what separates a passion and a talent for you. For some people it's clear, for other people it's not clear, but basically it's that thing that you're able to do well, and sometimes even better than most people. So for example, there are people who are very good swimmers. My best friend is a very, very good swimmer. She could easily start a business from this. At least if you're watching this, you can start a business from this. I have another friend called Njeri. Njeri runs a cake company called The Chocolate Hut. You should check it out. She makes amazing cakes. Njeri had a passion for baking, which she turned to a business. And this is the most amazing thing. When she finished tuning, Njeri decided, I won't look for employment. Instead, I'll run my own thing, which is now, she's now doing baking. And in the beginning, sometimes for people who actually don't have the funds, you're like, okay, I have this passion, but we think big. Njeri just does her baking in her house, does deliveries, and it works so perfectly for her. Or it could be you're talented in music, and probably there's a time you went maybe for classes to perfect your art in it, and you decide being a musician does not mean I have to sing. It could be I can actually teach people. So sometimes, guys, I tell you, look at your field and then look at all areas and all things you can do from what you have, from your passions and from your experiences. If you love football, it doesn't mean you have to play football. It could mean you could train other young people to be footballers. It could mean you could start your own pitch, like, you know, like your own arena for football. Get funds to do that. Just do it. But what is your area, what is your passion, and how can you monetize your passion and enjoy it while you do so? So the fourth and my favorite point is your reality. Your reality could be, Helena, I want this kind of business, but I have no money for it. Or it could be, Helena, I have no time to run such a business, or I don't even have a talent. Okay, I have a talent, but I don't know what my talent is, or I don't even know how to monetize my talent. But there's still, I tell people, even with that, there's still a place you know where you want to head to. And I'll just share a small story. When I was in third year, I remember we were told to make business proposals of a business you're not probably doing, but you see yourself doing. And I remember, as a joke, I wrote about a baby store, and I dreamt, and guys, I was just so happy doing it. And I remember after that proposal, I was like, wait, in fact, one day I'd be happy running a baby store. So I finished school, and my dream was expensive, to be honest. My dream was, sourcing clothes, I don't know from where, having a whole store in a mall. I have such an expensive dream, and it's still there. Then I just figured out my reality is I don't have that capacity at the moment. And so I have two things I need to do: either sit and pray for that miracle to happen, or two, start to work towards it. So what I did, I took 2,000 bob, went and bought second-hand clothes, baby clothes, and I have a baby store. It's not where it should be, but it's on the direction there. So I have no babies, but I have such a big passion for it. Like, I love, it's my favorite business, honestly. It just gives me so much joy. But part of it is, and I know this for sure, my joy and my passion for my business comes from where I see myself. And so sometimes I tell people, sometimes in business can be so thick that the only thing that keeps you there is the hope of how you see your business growing to, or the hope of where you see your business taking you. Or sometimes you start a business and you know very well, I want to kill this business after 3 years when it has already given me this and this certain amount of money, or when it has taught me these things. Because sometimes when you start a business, it's about teaching you. So what lessons am I learning right now about baby clothes? What questions am I getting from mothers? What other items are they asking for? And I know by the time I achieve my dream, because of the reality I have right now and the facts that now I have right now, it will be better. So sometimes you don't have things figured out, and you'll never have things completely figured out. Sometimes you feel like you have, and then something just happens and boof, it's all gone. So I'd advise you this: start. Just start. You have 1,000 bob. There's AliExpress, where you can ship in things. There are now so many shipping companies that you can use to bring things even from US. You can go to Gikomba, you can go where else? You can go downtown, find things that you can sell, just to take you there, and then treat your customers with the most respect, give them the best service, because you're using that platform for you to learn. So sometimes it may not be passion for what you're selling, but it's passion for where you see yourself going. So what's your reality? What is stopping you? Address it. You need to address it and then start. And sometimes I tell people, ask yourself, am I starting a business because I don't have a job, or I'm being impatient to get a job? Because I know many people push entrepreneurship and everything, but I say sometimes try it out. If for you, you know being employed works best for you, then it is good, go ahead. If for you, you know, or you sense that eventually I'd want to have a thing for my own, start now. It may not be so big, but trust me, you get to learn so much from it. So if you're there and your business is hard, please don't give up. I've had such a rough week, but I continue to be strong. Things get tough even when you start your business. As you figure out what kind of business you start, I wish you all the best. Things can be a bit tough. You never estimate things to the fullest. You're never accurate with certain things, especially when it comes to money, but continue soldiering on. At the end of the day, just ask yourself your why. Your why in the beginning could be to make money, and the why for any business is to make money, but there has to be money for what? Or there has to be, what do I want to teach myself? What do I want to teach myself in this period? So yeah, all the best from me. If you have any questions or any suggestions, please do ask in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe. I was just touching base. Later on, we're going to go deep into it. You can go deep into any point that you'd like to know. How do we know if your passion and your skills can make flourishing business? You know, how do we just identify such things? So I just wanted to touch base, and this was it. So thank you so much for watching. I honestly don't take it for granted that you guys continue to watch. Be sure to stay till the end of the video, where I'm going to give a shout out to a small business. Thank you.